Hi, my name is Kelly and I work on the Corvid team here at Wix. I'm going to show you how you can start cross-selling, which is a great sales technique that you can use to easily increase revenue on your Wix e-commerce site. It's a win-win for you and your customers. It can increase cart value, overall revenue, and conversion rates while improving the shopping experience on your site at the same time. In this tutorial, we'll show you how you can use Corvid to suggest an item to your customers when they get to your store's cart page, sort of like being offered a pastry to go with your coffee at a cafe. So go ahead and choose the product you'd like to promote, and we'll walk through it together so you can do it for your store. Let's go. First things first, open up your site in the editor. Let's turn on Corvid, also called Dev Mode. Click Dev Mode on the top bar and then click Turn on Dev Mode. Head to the cart page in your store by clicking on your site menu, then Store Pages, and then Cart Page. Next, we'll add a container box. We'll also add a text element for the product name, another one for the description, and one more for the price. Now we'll add an image. And lastly, we'll add an Add to Cart button. Make sure you see the Attach to Box message appear before dropping your text and your button onto the container box. Since this isn't a design video, we'll zip through the design process, but feel free to customize all the elements as you normally do in the editor. Now that you have Dev Mode on, you'll notice that you have a new panel called the Properties panel. If you can't find it, you can open it from the Tools button in the top bar. So every time you click on an element, the panel will change to reflect that element's properties. Click on the container box first to make its properties panel appear, and change the container's ID to Cross-Sell Box. Change the first text element ID to product name, and then change the second text element ID to product price, and the last one to product description. Change the image ID to product image, and then change the button ID to add to cart. Great, so now you can navigate to the product section of your store dashboard. Click on the product you plan to promote, and take note of two details about this product. One is its SKU, and two is whether it has any options available, like colors or styles. If the product does have any options, make sure you jot them down exactly as you see here, since the code we'll be adding is case sensitive. Keep these details handy, we'll need them in just a moment. Now you can close out of your store manager, click on Site menu, Store Pages, and then click on the cart page. What we're going to do now is add two pieces of code to set the process in motion. Go to this link, which we've also put in the description below, where we'll show you how to generate the pieces of code you need, so all you have to do is copy and paste them. Here, you'll be prompted to enter the SKU of your product, as well as product options, if there are any. Click Generate, and there you go. Your code will be automatically created for you. First, copy the cart page code. Go back to the editor and paste the code you've just copied into the cart page code here in the code panel. Unless you already have any code in here, you should overwrite the entire code in this section. If the code is showing any errors, don't worry, just double check that you've put exactly the correct ID names in each item's property panel. For example, as you can see, I have an error here, which means I've made a mistake in the text element ID. I'll correct the error, and from there, we're good to go. So let's go back to the code generator page and copy the backend cart code this time. Back in the editor, go to the panel on the left called the Site Structure sidebar. Click on Backend and add a new web module. Call it cart.jsw, and then paste the code we've just copied into the text editor, overwriting everything in this section unless you have existing code. And before you start bringing in the sales, make sure you save and publish your site. Now, when users get to the cart, they can click Add to Cart and boom, you've increased your store revenue. Now you're ready to use Corvid to use the power of cross-selling on your e-commerce site.